So we're going to begin our practice in a cross-legged position on your mat, closing down your eyes and just getting comfortable in this Sukhasana pose, an easy pose to begin with. As we inhale, place one hand on top of your chest and one hand on your lower stomach, closing down your eyes and beginning to focus on your breath and become present in the moment wherever you are carrying out this practice in your day. Inhale to send the breath through the nose and allow the belly to expand, sending the inhale deep into the stomach. And as you exhale, sighing out through the mouth, letting everything go, and any busy thoughts that trickle in, just send them right back out again. Repeating this breath cycle a few times. Inhaling deep into the stomach and exhaling, releasing everything, emptying everything out. Bringing the hands together, a prayer and bowing the head, setting your intention for this practice. And begin with soft head rolls, sending the head over to the right shoulder, tucking the chin to the chest and sending it over to the left. Repeating this from left to right a few times. And if it's comfortable in your range of movement, eventually just sending the head over and back for a full head roll, clockwise and anti-clockwise, at whatever pace is most comfortable for you. On your next inhale, interlace the fingers, placing them on the back of the head and allowing the chin to drop to the chest for a back of the neck stretch. As you inhale to drop the hands, sweeping the arms up and overhead for a spinal twist, dropping the left hand behind you and the right hand comes to lie in front of the feet. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, twist further. Inhale to come back to neutral, sweeping the arms up and overhead and repeating to the other side. The right arm comes behind and the left hand sits in front of the feet. Inhale, come back to neutral, sweeping the arms overhead, the hands meet in prayer, and following them down, walking out the fingertips in front of you to allow the upper body to relax over the legs. Walking the hands back up, swinging your knees around, we're going to meet in tabletop position and slowly walking the feet back, allowing the heels to meet the mat as you roll up to standing through flat back. Lowering and then peeling your body up to standing. We'll meet together at the top of the mat. From here, you're going to lean your body all the way over to the right hand side, relaxing everything down, coming through neutral in a forward fold and sending it up and over the left hand side. Really relaxing the head here, allowing the body to hang long, repeating each side, sending it over the left, swinging through the center, and up and over the right shoulder. Repeat this a few more times. As we meet back in a neutral standing position at the top of your mat, inhale to sweep your arms up and overhead, joining together in prayer and sending them down to sit in front of the chest. And taking a moment in mountain pose, closing down the eyes and making sure your weight slightly forward. Exhale to drop the arms down by the side. Inhale to reach the arms up and over for a side stretch, taking the right hand over the left side, repeating through neutral and sending the body over the right hand side for a left body stretch. Inhale to send the body forward for a forward fold. Exhale, fingertips come to shins for a halfway lift, flat back. Inhale, step the right foot back and the left foot back, dropping the knees and lowering the body to the mat. Exhale to come up for a baby cobra, relaxing any tension built up in the neck. As you inhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back for a downward dog. Pedaling out the feet in downward dog and taking a moment to check back in with your breath as you exhaled, lifting onto the tippy toes, reaching the hips forward and dropping the knees into a tabletop, readjusting the hands to sit nicely under the shoulders. As you inhale, reaching the chin up to the sky, dropping the belly, moving through variation of cat-cow. As you exhale, tucking the belly button to the back of the spine, rolling the chin underneath to meet the chest. Inhale to lift the right knee off at a 90-degree angle and continue to stretch the right leg all the way out behind you, at the same time peeling the left arm up and stretching it out before bending the knee to meet the elbow, coming underneath you for a variation of bird dog. Repeating this action a few times. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to stretch long. As you exhale, sending the left arm back, bending in the right knee and allowing with the left hand grabbing onto the right foot, pushing into that right foot before relaxing everything down. Coming back through tabletop, repeating the other side. Inhale to lift the left knee, stretching out the left leg, peeling off the right fingertips and stretching the arm out in front of you. Inhale, tucking the elbow to the knee, lifting up through the stomach, creating space for the knee to meet the elbow. Repeating this one more time before bending into the left knee, sending the right hand behind and grabbing the left foot with the right hand. Inhale to push into the hand, creating space in the body before exhaling, releasing everything down and meeting back in our tabletop position. Inhale here, tucking the toes and hovering the knees 1 inch off the mat, holding yourself strong through the core and the arms, building up some heat nicely. Before exhaling, sending the hips high to the sky for your downward dog. Walking through the feet before grounding into the left foot and sending the right leg high to the sky for a 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bending into that knee and hovering the upper body forward into high plank as the knee comes to hover in the chest. Exhale, sending the leg high to the sky. And inhale, sending that knee to hover just in front of the left elbow. Exhale, sending the leg high for 3-legged dog. And inhale, bending the knee to hover in front of the right elbow. Last time, sending the right leg up and high to the sky before bending it. This time, bring it all the way through and stepping it up between the hands for your low lunge. To kick off the left foot, meeting it up towards the right, you're going to come into a halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold, bending into the knees before inhaling to sweep the arms up and overhead, joining the hands together above the head and reaching for a slight back bend before exhaling, sending the body all the way down for a forward fold. Inhale, fingertips come to shins for a halfway lift. And as you send a forward fold, exhale, send the right foot back and the left foot back and lower the body down to the mat for a baby cobra. Pressing the palms into the mat and sending the hips back onto the heels and up to the sky for a down dog. Inhale to sweep the left foot up this time, bending into the left knee, sending the left knee to the left elbow. Inhaling, reaching the left leg up for a 3-legged dog. Exhaling, bending the knee, sending it to the chest. Sweeping the left leg up and bending it down this time to come to hover in front of the right elbow before sending it up one last time for 3-legged dog and sweeping it down and through to step in between the hands. Kicking the right foot off, stepping it up together and inhale, sweeping the arms up and overhead. 4 hands come together, sending the body forward for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to step or hop back to plank. We'll meet in plank position, keeping the elbows tucked in, and we're going to lower through chaturanga, sweeping into your up dog position or baby cobra. And as you exhale, pushing it back, hips to the sky for a downward dog. Pedaling out the feet here in downward dog. Before inhaling, kicking the right leg up for a 3-legged dog and sending the knee into the chest, stepping it through in between the hands and engaging the thighs before sweeping the arms up and back for a warrior 1 position. Option here to drop that back heel. Exhale to send the arms down to the mat, placing the left foot down on the mat and sweeping the right arm up to the sky for a twist. Inhale to drop the hands back, placing the palms and stepping the right foot back, coming through your plank and sending it down through chaturanga, sweeping up for your up dog and exhaling, hips to the sky for a down dog. Inhale, sweeping the left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, sending the knee forward to the chest and stepping the left foot up in between the hands. Inhale to engage the thighs, sweeping the arms up and overhead, dropping that back heel. Before exhaling and sending the hands down on either side of the foot, planting the right hand and sweeping the left arm up, circling the wrists. And exhale, sending the left fingertips down, planting the palms and stepping the left foot back to meet the right in your down dog. From our downward dog, we're going to take a moment in child's pose, refocus on our breath. Inhale to tuck the toes, send the hips high to the sky, meeting in downward dog before inhaling, sweeping that right foot back up to the seating three-legged dog, bending into that knee and stepping the foot up in between the hands. Inhale to sweep the hands up and overhead as you pivot that back heel down to the mat, sending the arms out for warrior two. Flipping the front palm and scooping the front hand over, back and down the leg for a peaceful warrior. Exhale, sending it back through warrior two. Dropping the hands here, interlacing the hands behind the body, pushing away from the body, opening the chest before sending the upper body forward for your humbled warrior. Your right shoulder comes in inside of your right thigh. Exhale to release the hands down, framing either side of the foot and stepping your right foot back up through three-legged dog. Keeping it in the sky here and just bending that knee, allowing the hip to open and eventually sending the knee around and down for hip circles, opening that hip and getting a nice stretch. After repeating a few times, stretching the leg and sending it back down to meet the left in a downward dog. Lifting high onto the tippy toes from your down dog and rippling the upper body through to come into your high plank, lowering the hips strong through the arms and tucking in the core. Taking a moment in plank and really using your breath here. Deeply inhaling and exhaling before tucking the elbows into the body and lowering through chaturanga all the way to your mat. Lifting your fingertips off your mat and just a bit further away from you before pushing up for your king cobra, opening your chest, sending your heart to the sky. Exhale to lower. Plant the palms and push up through your power plank, sending the hips all the way to downward dog. Inhale to lift high onto the tippy toes, ripple the body once more into your plank. Exhale, chew chaturanga all the way to the mat, sending it up for your up dog. And inhale, pushing up to downward dog. Inhale to ground into the right foot, kicking the left leg up for three-legged dog, bending into that knee and stepping it all the way up in between the hands. Exhale, sweeping the arms up and over out each side of the body for warrior two. Inhale to flip the front palm and scoop it all the way up and overhead, sending the right hand down that leg. Peaceful warrior. Inhale, come back through warrior two, drop the hands and interlace the fingers behind the back, pushing away from the body. And exhale, sending the upper body through your humbled warrior pose. Breathing here strong into that front leg. Exhale, gently with control, release the arms, planting the palms and stepping the left foot all the way back, kicking it up for three-legged dog. Inhale, bending into that knee and creating your hip circles, opening out the hip joint slowly, one way and the other. Extending that left leg long and planting it back down to meet the right through your down dog. Inhale to lift onto the tippy toes and once again ripple that body through your plank and lowering through chaturanga all the way to the mat. Plant the palms and pushing up for your baby cobra. Exhale to release to the mat and pushing your hips all the way back onto the heels for a moment in child's pose. On your next inhalation, we'll meet back in our downward dog, grounding into the left foot and swinging the right leg high to the ceiling, bending into that knee and stepping it up in between the hands. Inhale to sweep the arms up and overhead, returning through our warrior two, before this time straightening into the front leg, leaning forward for a Trikonasana pose, creating a triangular shape in the body. Exhale to bend back into that front knee before sweeping the body up, coming through a warrior two, holding it strong, and exhaling, windmilling the arms down, planting them on either side of the foot and stepping back into your down dog. Exhale, repeating on the left, swinging the left leg up to three-legged dog, bending into that knee and stepping it up in between your hands. Inhale, sweeping the arms into your warrior two. Exhale, flipping that front palm, and at the same time straightening the front leg, leaning forward for your Trikonasana pose. Inhaling, bending back into that front leg, strong through the warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms, step the foot back, downward dog. Inhale to lift onto the tippy toes and ripple that body forward once more for your plank, strong power plank. Stepping the right foot up and the left foot up, this time on the outsides of your arms, and sending it into a deep squat for Malasana pose, joining your hands together in prayer and allowing your elbows to push your knees slightly outwards, opening into those hips. Inhale, placing your right hand down and peeling your left arm up to the ceiling, following your gaze with your hand. Exhale, come through neutral, place your left hand down and peel your right arm up for a slightly further spinal twist. Exhale to come back through neutral, plant the palms and heel toe the feet to come through your forward fold back up to a halfway lift. Inhale, sweeping the arms up to standing, sending the arms up and overhead, meeting in prayer, and eventually sending them back down to rest in front of the heart center. Inhale, sweeping the arms down to come up, lifting out of the hips as you slightly back bend before exhaling, forward fold. Bending one leg then the other, slightly walking the legs. Inhale, fingertips come to shins for a flat back, halfway lift position. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to bend into the knees and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming to a standing position. As we meet back in our standing position, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, sending the hips back this time for a chair pose. Inhale, peel the left heel off and step it back for your high lunge. Placing all the weight into that right supporting leg and kicking off the left leg, sending the upper body forward while the left leg comes up behind you, continuing that straight line along the body for your warrior three. Bending into that supporting leg and really grounding into that right foot. Inhale to bend your left knee, send it all the way up to the chest as your upper body comes back to standing, gripping your left knee with your hands and just sending the ankles some circles and some love. Bending that knee and sending it back behind you, gripping the left foot with the left hand, extending the right arm long and sending your upper body forward once again, kicking the foot into that hand, creating a dancer's pose. Exhale, bringing it back to neutral before dropping the hands and feet, shaking it all out and readjusting yourself. Inhale to come feet together, sweeping the arms up above the head, lifting out of the hips for a slight back bend, and exhale for a forward fold. Inhale, step the right foot back and the left foot back, lowering through chaturanga and inhaling up for up dog. Exhale, planting the palms and sending the hips high for a downward dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot up and the left foot up, coming together to standing. Fingertips come to the shins for a halfway lift. And through your forward fold, peeling up vertebrae by vertebrae to come to standing once again. Inhale to drop the hips, sending the weight into the heels, sweeping the arms up and overhead for Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, lower 1 inch more. Inhale, peel the right heel off and stepping it back behind you for a high lunge. Exhale to push your weight into that left supporting leg, sending the upper body forward and kicking that right leg out long behind you, creating one long line. Grounding into that supporting leg, bending into the knee and sending it all the way up to the chest, gripping the hands with the knee, encircling the ankle before dropping the knee back with your right hand, grabbing the right foot, extending your left arm up long and sending your upper body forward, kicking that leg out back behind you in the hand, creating your dancer's pose on the opposite side. Inhale to bring it back up to neutral. Once again, drop the legs down, pedal the feet a bit, loosen out the body. We're going to move from standing at the top of our mat, lifting your left leg and stepping it wide behind you, coming into a strong stance in second, allowing your hands to meet your hips and sending the weight forward. Your upper body comes halfway, extending your arms out long as you swing them to second, bend into a nice deep plie, returning your arms out in front of you and sending them down to the mat, continuing that flat back and bending, stretching in that second position. Inhale to walk your hands over to the right leg, back through center and over to the left. Inhaling to walk your hands back through center and allow your hands to meet your hips before peeling up through a flat back, coming back up to standing. We'll meet standing back at the top of our mat, feet together. Inhale, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Large inhale. As you exhale, sweep your arms down to come up, lifting out of the hips for a back bend, and inhale, forward fold. As you exhale, bring your fingertips to your shins to lift up through a flat back for a halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale to sweep your arms forward, dropping your hips back and coming through your chair pose once again. Bring your palms together as you go for a spinal twist and bring your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh this time, and extending from the elbows, both arms, so the right fingertips are going to come to the ground, left fingertips to the sky. Inhale, bring your palms back together, moving through center and forward fold, dropping everything down, relaxing the head. Inhale as you sweep up again once more through your chair pose, sending the weight back into your heels, joining your palms together and swapping it over the other side, so your left elbow is going to come onto the outside of your right thigh. And inhale, extend your arms from the elbow, right fingertips up, left fingertips touch the floor. Inhale, bringing the palms back together through center, extending your arms out this time as you just release all the way up to standing. Inhale, sweep your arms down to come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping your right foot back, following by the left, and dropping your knees, lowering your whole body to the mat, sweeping up for a baby cobra. Exhale as you push your hips back onto your heels. Slowly walking your fingertips in, and this time you're just going to come onto a seated position, swinging your legs around out in front of you, and find yourself in your own time in a comfortable butterfly position. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together, moving in this seated position through a cat-cow variation, stretching out the back muscles and opening the chest. Inhale to kick the legs out long in front of you and give them a nice shake, before exhaling, swinging the left leg back behind you to come parallel to the mat, bending the right knee in front of you, bringing the shin parallel to the mat before finding yourself in a nice pigeon variation to exhale over the leg and relax the weight down. Making sure the weight is evenly distributed between both hips before bringing your upper body up and bending into that left knee. If it's accessible for you, grab onto the left foot with the left elbow, really tucking it in for a king pigeon and extending that right arm out in front of you to test your balance. Really flexing into the right foot to protect that knee. Exhale, release everything down, plant the palms and step the right foot back to meet the left. From plank, going straight into the opposite side, so lifting the left leg through, bringing the left shin parallel to the mat and the right leg stays long behind you. Exhale over the front leg and relaxing down. Inhale to walk the body up, bending into the right knee if you can, clasping that right foot, tucking it into the right elbow and sending the left hand out long in front of you to test the balance. Exhale, releasing everything down. Once again, plant the palms, tuck the back foot and step the left foot back to meet the right, pushing your hips up for a downward dog. Inhale, rippling the upper body here through plank, lowering completely through chaturanga and coming down onto your mat before flipping your body over and coming up to a seated position. where your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the mat, and you're going to contract your stomach, hands out in front of you, and start to roll down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing the full back to come to the mat. And as you arrive lying down, your knees are going to meet your chest, giving your knees a hug, rocking side to side, before moving into a figure 4 pose, crossing the right foot over on top of the left knee, reaching your hands through and stretching into those glutes. Exhale to release and swap over to the other side in your own time. So the left foot comes over on top of the right knee, flexing into the left foot just to really protect the knee once again. With every exhale, pull that stretch in a little bit further. Inhale here to release that pose, shake it out before grabbing onto the 2 big toes and sending your knees out wide for a happy baby. Giving a nice gentle rock side to side for a little massage on the lower back. Inhale to release the 2 big toes, hug the knees in one more time, lifting the forehead up to the knees, really making yourself small before exhaling and extending the whole body, pointing the feet, stretching the arms above the head. And inhale to bring the right knee into the chest before sending it over the left hand side and sending your gaze over the right hand side for a spinal twist. Inhale to bring it back, swapping over the knees. Your left knee comes into the chest to peel over the right hand side and your gaze falls over the left. Exhale, bring everything in once again, massive hug of the knees, lifting the shoulder blades off. Before exhaling, extending it all out long, taking a few minutes here in Shavasana to really close up your practice and take this time for yourself. Relaxing the body into the mat and just feeling it melt down as all the heat you've built up starts to leave your body. Taking a moment to check back in with your breath here and bringing your awareness back into the present moment of wherever you are. Sending the concentration down through your inhale, sending it deeply in through the nose, allowing the lower stomach to rise. And as you exhale, allow it to fall. Bringing some circles and movement into the ankles and the wrists. And eventually sending one knee into the chest and the other, falling over to fetal position, whatever side is most comfortable for you. And gently pushing yourself back up to seated. We'll meet in a cross-legged position. Loosening at the neck, letting go of any tension. Inhale to sweep the arms up above the head, meeting in prayer, and sending them down to sit in front of your chest. Taking this moment to bow the head and saying Namaste. Thank you so much once again for joining. I hope you liked this class. If you did, like, subscribe, feel free to leave a comment and join all of my other classes coming out weekly and plenty more on my channel. Thank you.